Welcome back, all of you Ugnaughts and Jawas. This is Mando Talk, and I am joined alongside, well, first of all, I'm Caleb Keller. You know me.
What's your name?
You've heard my voice.
Have
Caleb
we met
Keller.
before?
Who are
I'm
you?
the greatest. Joined alongside me is my co-host, Nolan Ferris.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing good.
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 All
You
right.
doing good?
We got
Jacob?
a guest, Jacob Keller, here as well. How are you doing?
I'm here. I'm back. It feels like it's been forever.
It does.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been a while. We're doing something new today. Big time new. Okay, we're not going over any Star Wars news
Nope.
this week.
Staying out of it.
We're
for a
not
minute.
speculating on
We're
things
always
to
wrong,
come.
anyways.
True. We are doing a top 5, or we're kicking off our top 5 series. And we've talked about this before on air, on the
Mhm.
podcast. We've talked about bringing this series to you to have some fun about and just show our love for Star Wars while we're in the off season for The Mandalorian.
Mhm.
And this week, for our top 5 series to kick it off, we are going to share and eventually come up with our show's top 5 lightsabers in Star Wars.
Yes, so bear with us on this. This is going to be our first top 5 series. We plan on adding several more.
Yeah.
And what this is, we're just wanting you guys to get to know us a little better. And we're going to come up with, like Keller said, the show's top 5.
Yeah.
What we think is the best top 5. So we want to do this and have it as a little mini series,
Right.
doing different Star Wars items and topics.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but bear with us this first time. We're going to go over the rules.
We
Keller's
got
about to go over the rules
We
with
got
you.
some
So,
kinks that we're probably going to have to work out.
yeah, but it's going to be fun.
And we're not necessarily going to do these probably back-to-back weeks. We'll probably just do them here
Yep.
and there when we can, because who knows?
Who knows what could happen?
Next week
Right.
we could get some big, huge piece of news that
Yep.
we've absolutely got to talk about. So just anytime you see top 5 pop up, just know that's what we're going to be doing. And let's go ahead and get into these rules. Now, the very first rule that we have and that we've all prepared for is that each person has their top 5 list of lightsabers in all of Star Wars. Now, when we say all of Star Wars, and this goes for the entire top 5 series, we only mean movies and television. So
Yeah.
things that we've seen visually.
So that's
books.
cutting out comics and books.
Yeah, books, comics, and legends do not go inside the top 5 series.
Right.
Next, we are going to read off our top 5, starting at number 5 and working our way down to number 1. And we'll kind of take turns at doing that, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Now, after you read your selection, you get to explain or justify why you selected it. And at that point, this is where we start figuring out what's going to be inside Mando Talk's top 5. So if someone reads off their selection that every single one of us, me, Nolan, and Jacob on the panel have in their top 5, this selection is automatically placed in Mando Talk's top 5. If someone reads off their selection that no one on the panel has in their top 5, well, there's a good chance that you probably won't hear about that one again.
Yep.
All right, and then if someone reads off their selection that only one other person on the panel shares in their top 5, that selection is put in the bubble. So it's got a chance to be in Mando Talk's top 5, but we're going to have to see how many automatic bids
Yeah.
inside the show's top 5
All
will
going to be
first.
debatable.
Absolutely. Now,
We're going to duke it out.
yeah, and then after that point, once we've got our 5 lightsabers in this week's episode collected, that's when we start debating on place and how we're
Yep.
going to rank them together as a show. So we got some personalities here where I think we're going to get pretty heated.
It's going to be, well, I don't think so. I mean, it's going to be
We're-
a debatable series. And
Yeah.
This whole series is going to be, it's going to be fun. It's going to bring out a lot of personality that they, hopefully you guys are ready for and you guys want to hear and see. So
I agree.
it's going to be really good.
Now, we're hoping that we can make this thing bigger and better each and every single week.
Mhm.
So again, like we said, work with us. There's going to be some things that we got to work through at first, but we're going to have fun regardless, and we hope that you have fun listening to us. So let's go ahead and get started. We're officially kicking off Mando Talk's top 5 series with lightsabers. And who has the honors? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't care.
Right.
And
All
again,
right.
we are starting
do
with
this.
number 5 now.
Starting with number 5.
When everyone's reading off, I'll be typing them in. That way we can figure out which ones are repeats and which ones are automatics.
So this series is not based. This lightsabers, top 5 lightsabers, is not based on the wielder.
Correct.
It is just based purely on hilt and color of the lightsaber,
Right.
just appearances.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Has nothing to do with the person wielding it.
Right.
The
And
aesthetic appearance of
we've-
the object.
we've kind of discussed off air. That's really hard
What
to do
looks
sometimes.
cooler.
Yeah.
It's hard to sometimes separate the lightsaber from the user, but we're going to try our best. And I'm sure there's going to be some points in there
Oh, I know.
where we mention the person that uses it. It's going to be hard
Yeah.
not to talk about that person.
Well, all mine are listed like that. They're like
right.
who held
yeah,
them.
exactly.
But it's not about that.
All right.
So it's going to be difficult. But so can I start with my honorable mentions?
Well-
Honorable mentions.
Let's hold off on those. Let's
Hold off
use
on that?
honorable mentions as maybe as our debating piece for the
Okay.
bubble.
I think you will agree with 3 of my lightsabers.
Okay.
I don't think you'll agree with any more than that.
All right. Let's see.
What
So
about me?
number 5, both of you.
Oh yeah.
I think y'all's lists are going to be similar, but
no, they
Okay.
won't.
I'm not
Okay.
sure.
number 5,
All right.
purely on appearance.
Okay.
Rey Skywalker's yellow lightsaber,
Okay.
made from the bow staff.
Now, is it really yellow or is it gold? No, I get you.
Hmm.
All right.
That's my number 5.
Okay.
You got it?
I respect that.
I just like the way it looks.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Now, I'll say this before you get going.
Do I tell you why I like it? I mean,
Yeah, go
'cause
ahead.
that's pretty much. I mean, I like that it's made from, her, what she carries through the
Entire trilogy.
entire trilogy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got
Um,
respect for that for sure.
So I like that, and I like the way it looks. It's rustic looking. It's weathered,
Yeah.
and the gold color or yellow color, whatever,
Yeah.
is the first time we see that
in
a
film.
Star
In
Wars
film.
movie.
Right.
in Star
Yeah.
Wars movie, and so that to me is pretty
Yeah.
cool. So
Yeah.
that earns it my lowest spot in
Okay.
top 5.
And I want to add to that. I really love how on her lightsaber, instead of like clicking a button or something, it's like a twist.
A twist, yes,
and it's like the
yep,
yeah. And I also you've really got to pay attention to this detail whenever you're watching the film. But there's like squares of light to indicate
Yeah.
it's igniting and shooting up eventually.
Yeah.
And I believe the colors, the first light bar is blue, and then it's green, and then it's finally gold, and it shoots up, which I thought was super cool. A lot of
Huh.
cool details in Rey Skywalker's saber, and I really like that pick.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob, you go ahead with your number 5.
Oh,
My
okay,
turn? Okay. My number 5 is Obi-Wan's lightsaber.
Ooh, okay.
Oh man, I knew it.
Specifically his lightsaber in A New Hope.
Okay.
And I chose that specifically because his lightsaber looks, I don't know, it's got like a kind of more gunmetal finish in that movie.
Yeah.
And I like his lightsaber just because it's symmetrical. It's got like, these different, it's like it was turned on a lathe,
I
Yes.
feel
It's
you.
got like these perfect little
Yep.
notches and ridges, all like, and it's slender and elegant,
Yeah.
and I just love it. And I love that blue blade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I feel ya.
Obi-Wan's lightsaber.
I feel you.
Yeah. I yeah. Can I say where it landed in my list?
Sure.
Honorable mentions.
Okay. Respect.
Sorry.
Okay.
I respect.
I love that lightsaber, and I always have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I love the character with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to put it in top 5 because it is very nice lightsaber,
Mhm.
but there's so many cooler ones
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
They're awesome. They're
Yeah.
so cool. So
And
that's why it landed in my honorable.
I'll go
mentions.
ahead and say
Okay.
this. His lightsaber didn't make my top 5.
Okay.
Did it even land in the honorable mentions?
It did not.
Oh my gosh, I would have lost some money on that.
Yeah.
Can I say where I put Rey's lightsaber?
Okay.
No, well,
Well,
No,
can't say
hold
that.
off
if
on
it's in
that.
your top 5,
Hold off on
on
that.
it.
Hold off. All right, so my number 5 is Mace Windu.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I said that it's really easy for me to detach Mace Windu from this lightsaber. First of all,
because he was
because
only in-
honestly,
yeah.
this might be a hot take, but I don't like Mace Windu. He's kind of a douche, to be honest. But the hilt
Hot
is
take.
completely,
Yeah, real hot take.
completely blinged out.
Fresh out the oven.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's chromed out.
Yeah.
Shiny. It is a really pretty lightsaber.
Yeah, and to top it all off, the only lightsaber we've ever seen that color, purple.
Yes.
Just put it. That's what makes me automatically put it in top 5.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean, there's
very
nothing like
unique.
it. And okay, let me backtrack on my whole take on I don't like Mace Windu. I loved him in Attack of the Clones. I loved
Yeah.
the scene where he shows up on Coruscant and not Coruscant, Geonosis, and
Yeah.
he kills Jango Fett. Thought that was incredible. It's just in Revenge of the Sith where he's just like total douche.
Well,
but-
yeah, that's kind of there's an ego.
But anyway, yeah,
twist. Yeah.
I love Mace Windu's purple lightsaber. The hilt is blinged out,
Mm-hmm.
fits the character perfectly.
Mhm.
Love the look of it.
I really like that lightsaber. It also landed in my honorable mentions.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I really thought about Windu's lightsaber myself, but
Yeah.
me personally, I just can't do that bling, though.
You can't. You don't dig the bling.
No, I can't.
I can respect that. I get it. So no one else had Mace Windu.
No,
No.
sorry.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
I did like the lightsaber. It just didn't make the cut
Okay.
for me.
I got you. All right. We are now ready for number 4. And number
Okay.
4, Nolan.
Oh, this is going to be controversial right here.
All right.
We only see this lightsaber for very short amount of time.
Uh-huh.
But when they released it in the trailer, it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Dark Ray.
I knew it.
Oh, man.
Dark Ray
I knew
Oh,
it.
lightsaber.
You know what?
Man.
I didn't even think about that. So I'm currently typing that into my at least honorable mentions
Okay,
list.
okay.
Yeah.
Dark Ray. We only see it for a short amount of time,
Yeah.
but what do you even call it?
Swiss Army knife?
Yeah, exactly. The quick action of it, where it folds down and it becomes pretty much a
Yeah.
lightsaber bow staff, which she's used to wielding.
Right.
Man,
Man, I like
Dark
that
Ray.
take. I like that take, but it's
Boom.
not in my list. Jacob, is
So-
it in yours?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
But I really like that pick.
Mhm.
It's interesting you got Ray in both of your
I know.
back
I know.
end.
It's
I
bad.
mean, that's cool though. Have y'all every time I
and
look
like I said,
at
I'm just going on appearance.
yeah.
That's you got to keep that in mind. It's just about appearance.
Yeah. Every time I look at Dark Ray's hilt, for some reason it looks skinnier to me than other lightsabers.
It does. It's
yeah.
it's narrower, and I don't know. It's just
It's cool. I haven't
it's very cool.
I haven't looked at the detail of it as much as I should. Man, I wish we would have gotten more Dark Ray action.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That little clash that they had though was super cool.
Epic.
But I wish
So,
it had lasted a little longer.
Yeah.
But I
But-
like that pick. Like that pick.
Well, that's
Me
my
too.
number. That's
Me
earned my
too.
number 4 spot. So
All right,
go
Jacob.
ahead, Jacob.
What's your
I-
number 4?
My number 4 is Ray's golden
Oh
lightsaber.
yes.
Nice.
Okay. Well, that's got 2 picks now. So we'll see
Nice.
if Caleb has it in his
All
list
right.
somewhere.
And let me go ahead and bounce off of that. My number 4 is Ray Skywalker's golden lightsaber.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All
It's
right.
locked in.
So we've got Ray Skywalker automatically locked in our show's top 5.
Top 5. Now, where it lands is still
Is
debatable.
debatable.
It's got 2 number 4s and a 5.
So it's probably going to be on the back end, but at least we all got that one.
Yeah.
I think I've already kind of. Do you have anything about Ray's lightsaber that
A hot
we
take on
haven't
it.
touched
Yeah,
on?
we t- yeah.
Well, I just like those pointy things where
Yeah.
the blade
Mhm.
comes out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's
we didn't.
really
Yeah, that's
cool.
cool too.
What is that called? Like right as the I know what you're talking about,
Yeah,
but I don't know what it's called.
I love Ray. I wish That's another lightsaber that I wish we could have seen
Yeah.
Mhm.
more.
We need to
action
get
out of.
it in like
Ooh,
the
and you know the
Black
only
series.
the only thing that would make it better, I think, is if it could be a double bladed.
Yeah, I think so. I think if it had been double bladed, it would have been bumped up. In my
Also, I
list.
think it would have been cool to have the hilt, the handle, longer. Like have the rest of the bow staff as the handle, and just
Yeah.
have a lightsaber on the end of it.
Yeah, that'd be cool
and
too.
you shoot it out. But it's
Yeah.
still you can still use it as like a walking stick, I guess,
I like
or a
that.
post staff.
All right, let's get into top 3.
Top 3.
Nolan Ferris, what is your number 3?
Bum, bum. From episode 7, The Force Awakens,
Uh-huh.
Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
I like it. I like it.
Just
I
because,
like it too.
it's got the old like Claymore look of, old Claymore swords. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Let me see that. So, yeah. This is it. I mean, it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, if you don't know, and okay, just the aggressivism of the blade, how it looks like it's flaming and sparking out all the time.
Yeah.
That is the first time we've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main reasons. Like, I like this one a lot for the color
Yeah.
and just how it's so aggressive, and it fits his personality, his aggression.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and then the side swords and everything. So
Right.
that's why I like it. That's why it's my
Yeah,
number 3
Yeah,
on
yeah.
appearance. Strictly on appearance.
Let me add to that. I love like y'all have seen that Saturday Night Live skit. It looks like
Yeah,
a
I think so.
kid made it.
Yeah.
The undercover boss.
Yeah, undercover boss.
I like how it's not as detailed and, like Jacob was saying, blinged out or fancy looking. I like how it's raw, and I think that raw kind of power goes, and again, it's going into the character here,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
goes right into Kylo's personality.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It fits. It fits the wielder, which I know we're not talking about the wielder, but it fits.
Yeah,
But strictly on appearance, I love the darkness in it.
absolutely.
The deepness. And then, like I said, on the blade itself, the light itself, how aggressive it is and sparking it is.
Yeah,
That's why it ranks so highly with me. Well, it's number 3.
I agree.
But so that's
feel
why
ya.
it's there.
Okay, Jacob, number 3.
All right. My number 3. My number 3. My number 3 is Anakin's lightsaber.
Oh, gosh.
Hold on now.
No.
Hold
Okay,
on.
Which episode?
Yeah, because remember
It switches.
in episode 2, Count Dooku cuts it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then his lightsaber in Revenge of the Sith.
So the
Okay.
one that's passed on throughout the entire. Okay.
Yep. The classic Skywalker
The Skywalker lightsaber.
Yep.
Okay.
At number 3.
At number 3,
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
you'll hear more about that from me later.
Yeah. A lot later from me.
Yeah.
Well, you'll
Yeah.
hear more about that from me as well.
Okay, so why
Yeah,
did
why
it
number
land
3?
that spot?
Because I feel like it's not the most unique lightsaber.
I mean, that's
To
fair.
me, it's not necessarily the most appealing aesthetically.
Mm-hmm.
But it is classic,
Yeah.
It's sleek. It's got that, that nice blue blade.
Yeah.
It's got that silver hilt
I feel you.
with them little black pieces on it. It's right there, too.
Let's get this back. Yeah. I've always wondered this.
We'll get
looking
back
at
to
this. What's with the red button? The big red button. I know there's like 2 of them. What do they do?
Yeah.
It's
I don't
that's the boost.
Maybe.
Makes it faster.
Ignition.
Hey, you got to press up though before it boosts.
Yeah.
All right. More on the Skywalker saber later, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll say this. Let me go ahead and say my number 3. Kylo Ren.
Yes.
So
okay.
it looks
all right.
like Kylo Ren's going to be on the bubble at least.
It's on the bubble at
At
least.
least.
Yep.
At least, yeah.
And I don't really have anything else to add to Kylo Ren's. I think we've kind of already hit on that. But I will say, I don't know if I've already said this. I might have. Coffee's getting to me, maybe. I'm all jittery. I love the wires coming out of his hilt.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool. And I would really like to get my hands on like an authentic one
Yeah.
and feel just the difference between the metal and then the wire. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, my number 3 was, in fact, Kylo Ren. So it looks like we've got at least one more lightsaber that we've all, that will, maybe not from Jacob, that me and Nolan at least have similar. All right, Nolan, number 2. We're now ready for the top 2.
I think we might all have this as number 2.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go out on a limb.
All right.
Episode 1,
Mm-hmm.
Darth Maul's
Mm-hmm.
dual lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The reason why, obviously, it's a dual lightsaber.
Yeah.
I grew up with these movies coming out, and I was very young when they come out.
Yeah.
And I would go out in the yard and find me a big long stick and pretend to be
Oh, yeah.
Darth. You know, hold it in the middle
Absolutely.
and pretend
Oh,
like
man.
the blades are coming out.
We had them
Yeah.
two. We used to have 2 of those plastic lightsabers
Right.
that would come out whenever you swing.
Yep.
it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
We tried to tape them both together
Duct tape.
one time
Yeah.
and make it into.
Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Yep.
Now, yeah. Now,
Strictly
It didn't
because
last very
let
long.
me add on to
Very
that, though. You know what? They used to have video games where you could have a double bladed and one side be one color and the other side be
Yeah.
another color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was that game called?
Yeah, which one or
Was it Jedi Knight?
maybe?
Some Star Wars
remember it.
game, you
Yeah.
could have 2 different colors shooting out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know we're not talking about Darth Maul now, but that just brought back some memories of me and you just completely bashing each other.
And
with
man,
those.
So the hilt is not that. I mean, it's not that great, you know.
yeah, it's
but
kind of basic.
Just
but,
having the dual lightsaber first time on screen
mhm.
in what 97,
Yeah. 99.
99, awesome,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
very very cool. So that's why it's my number 2 because it left so much. Well, and I think it gave a lot of inspiration into the sequels
Mm-hmm.
with Rey's double folding lightsaber
Yeah.
and everything. So
And her use of a
of
bow
a bow
staff.
staff,
Yeah.
exactly. So
You know what I just thought of? Darth Maul's double-bladed lightsaber in the Clone Wars. There is a little bit of an upgrade.
is a little bit of a difference,
I
but
didn't even think about that because I'll just go ahead and say it. Darth Maul is also my number 2, so we share that.
okay,
But I was thinking of Episode 1 Darth Maul.
yeah.
But
I know it's upgraded,
visually, Clone Wars Darth Maul might be better though. But I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah, just
Doesn't
the
it have-
impact it made on me when I
Oh
saw it.
yeah, for sure.
You can't beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. So, I still watch those movies today, and I'll say this: I watch it more than I do the Clone Wars. But man, just when it's and then the other side comes out, man,
yeah.
you're like, oh snap, it's going
yeah,
down.
nothing beats it.
Yeah, no. So that lightsaber for me,
I feel you.
number
so,
2 spot.
Darth Maul is number 2 for both Nolan and myself. So we haven't
Go
heard from
ahead,
Jacob
Jacob.
yet. What is your number 2?
My number 2
Mm-hmm.
is Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
Oh,
stepping up, stepping up.
okay. So now
Okay.
Kylo Ren is an automatic lock.
Yep.
Have we agreed on any one of them being number 1? And we won't either.
It's not going to appear that way.
No,
Does not appear that
no,
way.
it's not.
Let me just
All right.
say the only reason that I didn't choose Kylo Ren's lightsaber as number 1 is
Only
because
reason. All right,
well,
let's hear it. Okay,
I'm
Keep going.
interested to know what
Because-
your number 1 is. I'm so interested.
keep talking about Kylo Ren though.
is because, man, if it were like a blue blade
Mm-hmm.
like Anakin's lightsaber, and if it were, if it kept that shape at the end, but then like didn't have the wires, but kept that sleek shape, but had more of a silver gunmetal finish.
Yeah,
Oof.
you would like it even
Oh,
more.
yeah.
So you don't like the
It's
wire.
got kind of the blued metal
well,
right
no,
here.
I like it as Kylo Ren's.
Okay, so
Weapon.
you're separating from the character successfully when I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's hard. It is very, very hard.
Yeah, I love Kylo Ren's
I like it
lightsaber.
as his weapon, but if it were to make it my number 1,
Mm-hmm.
it would have to have those changes.
So it would have to be a little bit sleeker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I can
a little
respect that.
more modern.
Yeah,
You know?
clean looking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's very steampunkish,
Yeah.
I guess, if you're looking at
Star
it like that.
Wars
Emo.
punkish.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
We are now ready for our individual number 1s. Nolan Ferris gets to start us off. I'm getting nervous.
oh goodness. Okay. My number one lightsaber.
Yeah.
I guess you guys better know this if you're a longtime listener.
Uh-huh.
It's Anakin's Episode 3,
All right.
which becomes the foundational lightsaber for every movie.
Yeah.
All right, but I have a question then.
Okay.
Is that because of the appearance or because of the wielder?
That's where it's tricky. So it is a classic lightsaber
Yeah.
for me. So it's easy to pick that with it being, it does have the clean look and it does have the rubber grip pieces down here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is, to me, what a lightsaber should look like.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it is extra.
Mm-hmm.
This is the base, cleanest lightsaber, the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good way. It's the original lightsaber for
I feel
me.
you.
So that is why it is my
It is
number
actually
one.
the original because it's the first
for sure.
lightsaber they ever saw
Exactly.
in A
So-
New Hope.
Yeah, right. So that's why, to me, it's the original number
Best.
one best lightsaber. It goes through and this I'm not talking about appearances, but it goes through so many hands
Yeah.
and wielders,
Mm-hmm.
and it changes appearances slightly here and there.
Yeah.
But nice. That's my number one.
All right. Jacob, what's your number one?
So excited.
My
about
number
this.
one.
Mm-hmm.
My number one lightsaber is the Darksaber.
Oh wow.
Number one.
Oh goodness.
Darksaber made my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
And this is Mando Talk.
Listen, man. Listen. Darksaber might get up there. I think we haven't seen it enough, though.
Yeah.
If they come out blazing in the rest of the
But
Mandalorian, it
once
might
more,
jump up.
you're talking about wielders and
I'm not
the
necessarily-
story.
Well, okay, that's fair.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to do.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
would.
hard.
I still wouldn't put it in my
So
top
I
five.
chose Darksaber because it's got probably the
katana look.
sleekest. Yeah, exactly. It's got that katana look, and in the realm of swords, that's probably the sleekest sword weapon we ever made in history. It's got that simple grip with a hilt guard.
Mm-hmm.
The Darksaber has like a slanted hilt guard.
Right.
But, that simple appearance, that's probably Anakin's lightsaber is sleek, but the Darksaber is like glass sleek.
True.
Yeah.
And that black blade,
Mm-hmm.
and you see like them, I don't know what they are. You see them waves in the
Mhm.
blade.
Yeah, it looks like
going
electricity,
up.
yeah.
exactly.
I feel you.
That's why it's my number one.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
I respect that.
I'll give it to you.
It's just
It's
hard for
like-
me to.
It's like the Damascus steel
Yes.
of lightsaber blades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give it to you. Man, dang.
It's just so
Go
hard.
ahead.
It's so hard for me to.
Here you go.
It's so hard for me to include that in the light. I know it's a lightsaber. It's just so hard for me to put the two in the same category, honestly,
Yeah.
because, like you said, the Darksaber stands out among the rest because of its look.
Yeah.
But number one will always be the Skywalker saber. Now.
It's so
I'll say
hard.
this: I did not put it down as Anakin Skywalker. I just put the Skywalker saber because we got originally Anakin, then it gets passed down to Luke, and we eventually know that it gets passed on to Rey. Now she does take the name Skywalker, which I know people out there still kind of debate, like, was that even necessary or whatever. But I think Star Wars. Whenever I think Star Wars, the first thing that I think about is the Skywalker saber as
Yeah.
far as lightsabers go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Me
And
too.
I'll say this, to add on to appearance, whenever I go on Amazon and I look up Black Series lightsabers, the one that I always want and always looks the best is the Skywalker saber. It's super shiny, super sleek. I love the rubber grip thing at the
Yeah.
very bottom. I love this little ignition or whatever is on the side, the part that sticks out, little block,
Mhm.
little box. it's just hard for me to not put the Skywalker saber as number one. It's kind of like is it Excalibur?
Excalibur. Yeah.
It's like the Excalibur of Star Wars to me.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to not put that at number one because that lightsaber is what
legend.
set up other lightsabers to come in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just close it out with that.
Okay.
I know Jacob's disappointed.
Okay. I
Here-
think I'm the only one who followed the rules.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
Here are my honorable mentions.
All right. Let's
Honorable
just-
mention.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's
Okay.
episode 3 Obi-Wan's,
Yeah.
not later's. Whatever.
Mhm.
Ahsoka Tano's white lightsabers,
Nice.
both of them.
okay.
Leia's rose gold lightsaber.
Yeah.
Count Dooku.
Mm-hmm. My honorable mention: Sidious, Leia, Darksaber, and then when you mentioned Dark Ray, I had to throw that in there. Man, gosh.
There's so many good ones.
All right,
This is
Yeah.
where it gets hard. This is where it gets
So
hard.
we
is
got our-
narrowing it down.
we got our automatics. We've got Rey Skywalker, so that's in the automatic list. We got Kylo Ren, and we've got the Skywalker saber. So should we just title it Anakin Skywalker?
Yeah, mine was Anakin's.
All right. Anakin Skywalker. So those were our automatics. Now our bubble was Darth Maul. You didn't have Darth Maul in your top 5, Jacob.
Nope.
Why not?
Appearance.
The double-bladed?
Appearance.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So,
It doesn't do as much for me as Kylo Ren's or
Yeah.
the Darksaber did.
okay, I feel that. I will say this, though. Based on our rules, we've got 4 of our top 5. We got Darth Maul because me and Nolan shared that one. And then we got Rey Skywalker, Kylo Ren, and Anakin Skywalker. So we've got one where only one of us had. So this is possibility, a chance for us to debate, but I'm already kind of leaning toward a direction. Jacob kind of persuaded me with a Darksaber.
I know.
I think it should be thrown in there. What do you think, Nolan? You think it should
What
be
you
thrown in
think?
as well, or
mean-
do you think that there's something on your top 5 list that still deserves it over the Darksaber?
So my top 5 list is Rey, Dark Rey,
Mm-hmm.
Kylo,
Yeah,
Maul, Anakin.
right. And the only one not in our show's top 5 in your list is Dark Rey. And the only one in my top 5 that's not going to be in the show's list is Mace Windu. But the reason why I'm leaning toward putting Darksaber in is because Jacob persuaded me about the Darksaber over Mace Windu.
I think the Darksaber over Mace Windu any day.
Okay. And you're just not confident in doing Darksaber over Dark Rey?
So hard. I think Darksaber over Dark Rey.
All right. So we've got our 5. We've got Darth Maul, Rey Skywalker, Kylo Ren, Anakin Skywalker, and the Darksaber. So now it's up to us to determine the order of this, and this is where it gets hard.
Yep.
So let's evaluate. Let's do this one first. Kylo Ren, I had it number 3, Nolan had it number 3, and Jacob had it number 2. So those were that was the one that was closest together among all of those that we shared.
Which ones?
Kylo Ren. Me and you both had him at 3. Jacob had him at number 2. So
Okay.
he's going to be either 2 or 3.
What was your number 2?
My number 2 was Darth Maul.
Mine was 2.
So let's go ahead. I think this is what we should do then. Because Jacob didn't have Darth Maul in there, I think Darth Maul should be 3.
Okay. And Kylo should go to number 2?
Right. So
Yeah.
let's put Kylo Ren at number 2. Let me put an asterisk beside Darth Maul at number 3 because it's kind of hard to argue that he's number 3 whenever he wasn't in all 3 of ours list.
Yeah, I know.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's come back to that here in a second. All right. Darksaber. It wasn't even on my list. It wasn't even on
No.
Nolan's list. But it was
But
Jacob's number
Y'all
1.
have been persuaded
I
to
know.
add it to the show's list
I still
because
don't.
it's an awesome weapon.
Okay, so put it versus Rey Skywalker. Yes or no?
I still like Rey's better.
I do too.
What do you think?
I like Rey's better.
Hmm.
Okay. But Rey was
And
my number
obviously, I
5.
like it.
Ray was your number 5, and Ray was my number 4. So it can't be better than 4. All right, let's do this.
But
Ray Skywalker's golden lightsaber was in 2 lists. Darksaber was only in 1.
It wasn't in your list?
No, it was just an
Okay,
honorable
okay.
mention.
I think
But
Darksaber
Dark-
number 5.
But Darksaber was Jacob's number 1.
Yeah, I know.
But I
You
think
know what? I think I'm just glad that y'all
God, I'm so
Added it
decided
to
to
the
add it
list.
to the show's
Conflicted.
list. Yeah.
all right, Darksaber at number 5. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, sure.
And
All right.
then Rey,
Ray at
number
number
4.
4. And that leaves then the Skywalker lightsaber at number 1. How does Jacob feel about that?
Read me the list.
All right.
He said,
So,
I don't like it.
All
at
of our listeners, here's our Mando Talks top 5 draft because Jacob's not finalized yet. Number 5, Darksaber. Number 4, Rey Skywalker's Golden Saber. Number 3, Darth Maul. Number 2, Kylo Ren. And number 1, the Skywalker Saber. Ja-
Now,
I like that list.
I do too, personally.
I think that is a
y'all
solid
want
list.
y'all want to argue about number 1 though, real quick?
Okay, go for it.
Go for it. I mean, we both had Skywalker at number
Yeah,
1, so
for
it's going to be
sure,
hard
for
to
sure.
knock us off that pedestal.
Well, you
I don't know.
Let's,
It
let's
can be
just
done.
talk it out. You
all right,
know.
all right, let's talk it out.
All right. So, it's a beautiful lightsaber. It's the classic lightsaber. Is it the most beautiful lightsaber? Or is it just beautiful in our minds because
We love Star
think
Wars.
Of it? Yeah. Is it just beautiful in our
Oh.
minds because we think of it first?
You know what?
Or is it
doing it to me.
You know what? You know what?
is it really the
Oh,
most
no.
aesthetically pleasing?
I think this might help.
Oh gosh.
All right, Nolan. We walk into a lightsaber store, right? We can pick any of them. We can get the Skywalker hilt, or because Kylo Ren's number 2, we can get Kylo's hilt. You want my honest opinion? I would take Kylo's. And that mixes things
Oh,
because I had
no.
Skywalker at number 1. But we cannot.
I feel like my list has been debunked. I feel like it's all fake. It's all fake news.
We cannot sit here and say that. Are we really going to say Kylo Ren's lightsaber is the greatest in all of Star Wars?
The greatest looking.
Visually, aesthetically.
We're going to say that.
Not based off of our
A broken
feelings.
crystal that needs exhaust ports.
Well, I never thought that it was. Is that really the
Right.
legit explanation?
Yeah.
Well, who
That's why it's
cares?
got the exhaust ports. But it does look good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacob makes a motion to knock Skywalker
Off
lightsaber.
the list.
No, it's
No,
not
no,
going
no,
off
no,
the
no.
list.
No.
It's not going off the
Not
list.
going off the list.
But he thinks it should be knocked off number 1.
What do you think should be number 1, Jacob? You've heard of ours.
The dark saber.
Well, it can't be Darksaber because it wasn't even
Ooh,
in our
but why
list.
not?
Because it wasn't even in our list.
But
I gotta look up a picture of it. I gotta see it again.
Nolan, we can't let Jacob win and put
I'm
Darksaber
sorry.
at number 1.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
can you think of a more beautiful and elegant lightsaber?
Yes, the Skywalker saber. Literally,
Are
hold
you
on, hold on,
really
hold on,
saying
hold on.
that
Obi-Wan
because of
Kenobi
its-
literally hands Luke the lightsaber and says it's an elegant weapon.
Is it the most elegant version of
Absolutely.
There's a giant block hanging off of it.
Dude, that block is You know what? I don't even know anymore. My vote is still Skywalker Sabers number 1.
So I just want y'all to think about
Nolan's over there
What you
researching.
think-
He's not sticking to his guns, and I thought I could rely on him to be.
I just want y'all to think about what you think is visually appealing to you, not emotionally appealing to you.
Okay.
So you're essentially.
Upon further review, I don't think it should take the spot of number 1. However,
What should? Our number 2, which is Kylo Ren.
I think Kylo's looks better than this.
I'm taking Kylo's over the Darksaber.
Okay.
Okay.
I might take. Actually, I would probably take the Darksaber over Darth Maul.
I would take Darth Maul or the Darksaber over Darth Maul.
Now, I would say there's a tie for me though for Rey Skywalker.
I feel like
and
Darth Maul should
Darksaber.
move further down the list based on me being persuaded by Jake.
All right, let's do this. Darth Maul is going to number 5.
Agreed.
Darksaber is going to number 3.
Over Rey? You think
No,
Rey's
I don't think that at all.
lightsaber-
I don't think that at all.
Oh my gosh.
Darksaber number
Then
4.
what do you think? No. What do you think?
Okay. Purely on
The visual. Yeah, your
Going over
visual.
this.
We should have went with our initial top 5 guys.
Jeez. Okay, going over this.
No, because it was based off of y'all's feelings.
You know what?
Okay. The Skywalker lightsaber versus the Darksaber.
Mm-hmm.
Visually.
Mm-hmm.
Darksaber. It's hard to say.
I don't know, man.
God, it is
I don't know
hard.
about
I
that.
don't know about that.
2 versus 1.
He just said, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm saying
You don't know?
I don't know. Okay, let me do some easy ones then. Rey's versus the Darksaber. Rey's.
In my opinion.
Darksaber.
2 against 1.
2 against 1.
Okay.
I'm not conflicted on that one.
Me either.
Okay. Kylo Ren's versus the Darksaber.
Kylo Ren's.
Kylo's.
Darksaber.
2 against 1.
But, okay.
Sorry. So right now we're at 3 with the Darksaber.
Okay.
But that moves Rey up.
That would take. So you're saying then that the Skywalker saber should go back to number 4, and Darksaber's number 3, Rey is number 2, and Kylo's number 1.
I don't know which one looks better between the Skywalker saber and
The Darksaber.
okay, Darth Maul's versus the Darksaber.
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 We've already agreed on that. Darth Maul is
Yep.
number 5. Darksaber's number 4. So what Jacob wants is he wants the Skywalker saber to go to number 4, and then bump Kylo and Rey down to 1 and 2, and the Darksaber land in the middle at number 3. I can't go. I can't go against me putting the Skywalker saber at number 1. I mean, I initially said it individually, so why should I go off of that?
Well,
Because
that's 2 against 1.
you think that it's
So I'm sorry, I don't think it should go at number 1 anymore.
Okay. We'll take that off then. So Kylo Ren is our new number 1.
I've been messed up. Like Jacob has messed me up.
All right, so
in
this
my
is
mind.
our official list then.
Oh God. BA's probably at home like, no.
Number 4, Darth Maul. Or sorry, number 5, Darth Maul. Number 4, the Skywalker saber. Number 3, the Darksaber. Number 2, Rey Skywalker, and number 1, Kylo Ren. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's yeah.
After further discussion and
Yeah.
debate, you know what? Jacob should be very satisfied with the fact that something that wasn't even in mine and Nolan's list is sitting at number 3.
And our number
Yeah,
ones
because
are at
y'all
number
value-
4.
And both
y'all
of our number 1
valued
is
your
number 4.
emotional attachment to items more than their aesthetic appearance.
Whatever. All right, so let's review this.
So back to the rules.
Yeah, back to the rules.
Our Mando Talk top 5
Jeez.
has been set in stone. Okay, we're not going to change it.
That's it.
Now, I will say this. Let's
Is
just go ahead and recap this.
So is
I'm okay with
everyone
that.
satisfied?
I'm okay
with
with
it?
that.
Okay,
I'm
me
okay with
too.
that.
Let's
Me
go ahead
too.
and recap everything. My top 5 lightsaber.
Start at number 1.
Number 1 was Skywalker. Number 2, Darth Maul. Number 3, Kylo Ren. Number 4, Rey Skywalker. And number 5, Mace Windu. Nolan's top 5, number 1 was the Skywalker saber. Number 2, Darth Maul.
No. Anakin
Anakin
from
Skywalker.
episode 3.
Well, that's attaching. Okay. Number 2, Darth Maul. Number 3, Kylo Ren. So mine and Nolan's top 3 were the same. But then his number 4 was Dark Rey. His number 5 was Rey Skywalker. Jacob's top 5, number 1, Darksaber. Number 2, Kylo Ren. Number 3, Anakin Skywalker. Number 4, Rey Skywalker. And number 5, Obi-Wan Kenobi's. And Mando Talk's top 5 lightsabers in all of Star Wars. Number 5, Darth Maul. Number 4, the Skywalker saber, or Anakin Skywalker, Revenge of the Sith. Number 3, Dark Saber. Number 2, Rey Skywalker. And number 1, Kylo Ren. There is our top 5, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what you think. You know what? If you're listening out there, if you want to reach out to us on social media,
Let us know what your top 5
let
is.
us know, number 1, what your top 5 is, and let us know originally which of us 3 had the better top 5. And let us know what you think of our show's top 5.
What can we do better in this series?
I cannot believe that Kylo Ren's is number 1, but honestly, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it, too.
I think it's worthy.
I think so. It's an interesting look. It's a cool look.
It looks like a legit sword.
It does. Now, how practical is that, though? All right, that's the show.
That's it. That's it.
All right, that is our first top 5 series episode where we talked about our top 5 lightsabers in all of Star Wars. And we are now going to wrap this week's episode up. Jacob, thank you for being here. Thank you for persuading us and letting us know about the dark saber.
Yeah.
Let us know how cunning you think I am.
I need a nap. I'm going to
Yeah.
go take a nap.
That was interesting. All right, Nolan, go ahead and send us out of here. Thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for backing me up on our top 3, even though Jacob ended up beating us.
We have spoken.